Welcome back, guys, to round 6 of the BLGW show. The Benchwarmers Facebook page, don't forget to get around them, guys, to keep informed and up to date with all things BLGW footy. My name is Baz, back for round 6. Scarlett, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Baz.
Guys, before we jump too much in, a massive thank you to our sponsors. Scarlett, welcome to the show, mate.
Thank you for having me.
Look, I'm feeling very comfortable. Red, white and blue next to me. The doggies, the kennel. We love it, mate. Obviously,
we do.
a little bit sad this season. Barossa not fielding a senior side, but you yourself playing in the under-16s. Are you loving your footy?
I love it. I do miss having the seniors team. It's a great step up. I love playing the seniors footy. The under-16s, though, always great. We've got a great squad of girls. Lots of new girls coming out this year, so that's wonderful for the club. Very confident to get a team up next year, though.
Awesome.
Very confident to get a team.
Again, Barossa, we're pushing to get a team back. Look, your dad, Rick, absolute legend. I've got a lot of time for him. Great coach down there for our senior women's as well. Last couple of seasons, I've really enjoyed playing under him for a couple of rounds here and there. Look, Rick, I might have to come back next season. Hopefully we get the doggies back on the board. Obviously,
Put back on.
Maybe, mate. For the absolutely down at Lyndoch, we're very excited. So Kennel's relocating with the new development down at Lyndoch. I think that's going to be a great push for our senior team to come back on the board.
Great.
And again, we've been laughing. We've seen a couple of names on the list on a few other teams who were due to don the red, white and blue this season. But look, hopefully we'll reel them back in, mate.
We for sure will, for sure.
But look, we're going to jump into our round 6 wrap-up. Brought to you by Rejuvenate Sport and Remedial Therapy. Don't forget to go over and see Brad for all your sports and remedial therapy down there, guys. Look, big rounds, mate. Probably one of the first ties I've ever wrapped up on the show. It's round 1 there, Gawler Central versus Anguston. Look, Gawler Central 5-1-31. Ango kicking the same.
Yeah,
look,
same.
Tight games, we love to see it. Kaylin Bess and Kate Grady down at Centrals putting on a clinic at the night, but Anguston absolutely kept up with them with Kate Case and Rain Struck. Obviously,
very familiar names there.
I was about to say, mate, a couple of names there. We were, I know you've played a little bit of footy of Range. Good footballer.
She's an athlete. Knows the ball very well. Knows where the goals are, and great player.
Absolutely. So Ango, very handy pick up there. But obviously, GC and Ango, great battle down there. Friday night under lights. Nighttime games, mate, doesn't get much better than that for footy.
Doesn't at all, doesn't.
Our game 2 of the round was Tanunda versus Newry. Tanunda getting up 9 goals, 8-62 to Newry's 1 goal, 2-8. Nick Mark, welcome down to the Pies. What an absolute game to come down to. BRG, some other great recruiting there, mate. Good to see that name on the list. She putting on an absolute clinic. But Newry not to be outdone. Emily Boothie and Piper Kendall kicking the one there as well. Look, bit of a battle there. Tanunda, the Pies have a bit of a team list at the moment.
Yes, they do. I've seen that build.
How good's footy down there? Obviously, they've got their new facilities. I'm sure you've played against a few of those girls as well.
Yeah.
Looking for Barossa in the future, do you think we're going to be able to build up like Tanunda has?
I think we will. I think we'll have a great chance, starting with the new club and everything.
Absolutely.
I think we can definitely build a very strong team and recruit, and I think we'll have a good shot next year.
Absolutely. I might need to pick up the phone and get on with BRG to hopefully get some recruiting on as well. Rick, we're going to help you out to get that done too. But look, our final game of the round was South versus Williston. South unfortunately scoreless this week, but Zoe Craft and Georgia Wilson in some of their bests. South had a little bit of a high going into that game with absolute club champ in Nat Power playing her 50th club game, coming through their development teams there, down in their juniors. Nat, saw you out on the weekend. Shout out to you. Had the sleeves on, mate. I love the sleeves in a good winter game of footy. Ran through the banner and was an absolute cracker.
Great atmosphere out there.
It's exciting reaching your 50 games, mate.
It is very exciting, yeah.
And it's good to see, again, the support behind Nat down at that club as well. She's a superstar. Love to see her out there. But also on that game, Williston, obviously, 21 goals, 13, 139. Again, a few of these names you're quite familiar with. AJ Wichello kicking 3, Lily Bornhold, not to be outdone, kicking 3, Jess Wenlin kicking a massive 6. Look, we spoke about AJ before the show here.
Yeah.
What a superstar.
Absolutely. She's very consistent and very good player. She's actually one of my role models. I love playing aside her and against her and everything.
Obviously, you've played against her down, you yourself down at the Talent Shield as well, a few games.
Centrals. She actually coached us a little bit, was our runner. She was, a great person, great footy player.
Again, you yourself quite confident with some good kicking down the line, Scarlett. Look, players like AJ, I think, are really great to see come through the age groups, like yourself, come through the juniors and just lock into some really good senior footy, mate. So good to hear again. Shout out to AJ, great round. But look, on the topic of Williston, Caitlin Wenlin, massive congratulations to you getting drafted to Port Adelaide for the AFLW. Scarlett, look, is this everyone's dream or what?
It is, for sure, for sure.
And going to the Power, obviously, Caitlin had a couple of rounds up with Brisbane. Coming back home as well, is the draft something you'd be looking at in the future?
Definitely, it's definitely on the mind all the time. And just seeing that like someone from our league has gone and done it twice, it's a great feeling, and it's like, I can do that too.
Absolutely.
Anyone can do it too.
And it's great. It's great to put the BLGW on the map like that as well. So massive well done to Caitlin Wenlin there as well. Look, Scarlett, before we jump in to getting the tips, all right, you're not quite old enough to get on Sportsbet, but I'll take your bets this round anyway. We're going to jump into a quick recap of the ladder, with the top 4 teams being Williston, Angaston, GC and Newry as well. 4 very solid teams. So it's going to be an absolute battle going into final times, guys. But look, round 7, again, massive shout out, Rejuvenate Sports and Remedial Therapy. We'll grab our tips up next. And coming up in round 7, guys, game 1, Gawler Central versus Newry. Tiger v Tiger clash. Who's going to take that one, mate?
Look, I'm going to have to go with Gawler Centrals on that one, I reckon. I think they're a very strong side. Not to say that Newry won't compete for it, but I'm going to have to go with Gawler Centrals.
Absolutely great call. I'm going to jump on Gawler Central's wagon as well. Ribbo, get the girls up and about. I want to see them give them a really good run for their money on that game, though. Coming up on game 2, Light versus Tanunda. Light coming off the rest, off the bye rounds. Who's going to take that one, mate?
Look, I'm going to go with the Pies on this one.
Woo.
I reckon they're going to fight really hard for it. I think it'll be a great matchup, and I reckon the Pies will be fighting hard to get in that top 4.
Mate, I think so, and that's what I mean. They're sitting just outside the 4, so that win could do anything. And look, mate, I'm going to copy you and game 2 as well. Let's go the Pies, get another win on the board. And the last game, Williston taking on Angaston. Top of the table clash.
I reckon this will be the match of the round, actually. I think it will be a great one to watch. But I'm going to have to go with the Donnybrooks down at Williston. I think Angaston, they'll be fighting very, very hard. They know we know what they're capable of, but we also know what Williston's capable of.
100%.
I'm going to have to go with Williston on that one.
On Williston, mate, we're matching this week. I'm going to jump behind the Donnies as well, but of course, Angaston, I think they've got the fire. This could be an upset. Obviously, Williston, known to be very strong. Usually, I think the last 2 seasons undefeated during round robin. Williston, watch out here because Angaston, anything could happen. But again, want to see a really good game there. So South, kick the feet up, have the bye this round. And look, again, we'll come back next week. But Scarlett, look, thank you so much for coming on board, mate.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'd love to come out. Absolutely. Get the doggies out, back on the map, guys. Again, your dad's a bloody legend for doing a lot of work down there, and hopefully next season, mate, maybe we'll put on those socks together.
I reckon Badge to come back out.
Hey, look, again, I've had a few comments on last week's show on who I'm going to play with this season. Again, look, I really love my Mondays at work not being injured at the moment, but for the right price, maybe a clubroom meal and a couple of drinks after the round, mate. Anything is possible. But look, Scarlett, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
And we'll catch you guys same time and same place next week.